5 tonight, a dire warning from Spire as the company says there is no guarantee it will have the natural gas capacity to heat our homes this winter unless federal regulators keep the Spire STL pipeline open.
Today, the company and supporters warned of potential doom, while a group of local lawmakers and environmentalists question Spire's tactics. Contact 2's Mike Colombo continues to follow this for us. He is here now with a timeline for the gas to go off. And Mike, is this truth or just a scare?
I think it's fair to say there's a little bit of both going on here. Spire is adamant the pipeline is essential to keeping its customers warm during St. Louis's coldest months. Critics, however, question its necessity and Spire's method of warning the public.
We're going to do everything we can to minimize that risk, but until we get surety about it, the risk exists, and our job is to make sure we're planning for it.
Spire, Missouri President Scott Carter's message hasn't changed since the future of the STL pipeline came into question this summer. With the company still waiting to see if the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission extends its emergency certificate through the winter, it brought supporters together to discuss the potential impact to customers.
All of those folks are out there every day working in grocery stores. They're teachers, they're firefighters, they're gas workers. And the last thing they need to come home on a cold November or December night to find that they don't have a hot water or they don't have heat.
Just after the Spire news conference concluded, a separate event hosted by critics of the pipeline started.
We really need to do a deep and rigorous review of the project, of the application, to make sure that the self-dealing that the DC Circuit identified is addressed here.
I think that this has largely been under the radar for many of my constituents, but it was the email that came out on, I think it was last Thursday, that really made people scared and was much different than anything else that they'd heard about this situation in the past.
Many people have mentioned to me what happened in Texas last year when homes were left for days and days in freezing temperatures and residents actually died. We are not in this situation in St. Louis or in our region. Spire needs to make sure that they let their customers know.
This pipeline did exactly what it was designed to do. It delivered reliable natural gas to this region. It meant that you didn't have to worry about whether your heat was going to work when the temperatures were the coldest. It also meant that hundreds of millions of dollars was saved in this region, because this pipeline brought affordable natural gas.
In June, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit vacated FERC's 2018 approval of the 65-mile natural gas pipeline, just 2 years after it was constructed. The court ruled FERC failed to adequately balance public benefits and adverse impacts. The court also questioned the pipeline's necessity. In September, FERC issued a 90-day emergency certificate to keep the pipeline open. It expires December 13th.
There is no certainty past December 13th that this pipeline will continue to operate.
While the December 13th deadline on the emergency certificate looms, there are indications FERC intends to extend that certificate, allowing the pipeline to remain open through the winter months. FERC is scheduled to meet a week from today, and the Spire STL pipeline has been added to the agenda. We'll continue to keep you posted on what happens. Mandy?
All right, Mike, thank you. And here's a live look from Bommarito Automotive Group Skyfox tonight. We could be needing that heat very soon.
Oh, yeah, the man that told us what we were going to be facing and what we're facing right now is our chief meteorologist, Glenn Zimmerman. I guess we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, everything has kind of come just how you said it would.
All right, on track. Cold front this morning with some scattered showers and then the gusty winds and the temperatures that have been on the chilly side too. Yeah, temperatures dropping off by about 10 degrees today from yesterday. Those gusty winds playing a huge role. The air mass that continues to build in will continue to drop our temperatures here over the next several